Hi everyone. How long has it been since we've tasted 3 points? Feels so good. Wasn't the best game in truth, but it's been a long time. Jacob, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I don't care about how bad the game was. Just delighted that we've got the 3 points against an opponent we definitely should have. But yeah, really happy, mate.
What did you make of Huddersfield just before we get going?
They're gonna have a long, hard season. They to be fair to them, they really pushed hard. Like with the lack of quality they've got, I thought they played quite well within their means. But yeah, big, long, hard season for them. I'd expect.
Yeah, I don't think you could say we sort of got into our top gear. I don't think we had the best game, but Adam Idah popped up and just smashes it in.
Yeah, I thought first half, mate, they pressed us very well and we struggled with that. There was a lot of sloppy passing, saw a lot of tweets at half time saying it reminded people of pre-season. I don't think Norwich were fully on it. I think second half we gained more control over the game. I think that helped with them tiring after their kind of main press in the first half. But all in all, I think we had enough chances to win. And to be fair, I will go on to it in a minute. I think we were quite open, but at the same time, they had one shot on target and didn't really look like scoring apart from that Koroma chance.
Yeah. Let's talk about our goal then, Jacob, because I was surprised when Idah came off the bench and not Jordan Hugill, to be honest.
Well, it's good show of faith from Daniel Farke. I'm sure Hugo won't be that happy, but it's good to see that Farke trusts him that much and that he will be used this season. I think the game did need a bit of pace. Huddersfield's line was so high, and especially I tweeted at half time. I'm going to take some credit saying they weren't very good at passing out from the back, so any pressure was good. Yeah, Richard Stearman, dreadful pass back.
What do you think of his Barnet?
Again, questionable. He's holding on. He's holding on to that hairline for dear life, Daniel Farke style.
He looks like someone out of Game of Thrones, like Dario Naharis or something.
Yeah. He plays like that as well. Very physical, isn't he? Very aggressive. Yeah. But yeah, very good awareness from Teemu Pukki. Reminded me of the old Man City at home goal where he could have smashed it in, but just slides it across. It was great for Idah to score his first league goal.
Superb. He couldn't really miss. But
no.
Brilliant anyway. You mentioned Pukki there. Let's talk about him because I don't think it was his most confident performance.
I think he failed to pull the trigger at times, but to be fair to him, running around like he normally does, I was going to say like a maniac, but actually he's quite controlled in the way he presses. He looked quick, he looked sharp, he looked ready to go. I think there's just still a little bit of hindrance in his mind about shooting. Like there was a couple of opportunities. There was one after Idah's goal, wasn't there, where he's played it through to him, a bit of a heavy pass where he probably could have shot on himself. It's a shame that his 8 seasons in a row record of scoring with his first shot on target has gone. That's a shame because I thought he was going to score. But all in all, I'd say 6, 7 out of 10. Definitely can improve.
Yeah, definitely not a poor performance. Let's talk about some other performances. We'll start with the new lads because I think Quintilla looked great.
Very, very solid. Yes, I think for me, I don't think Huddersfield offered enough down the wings. I think Diakabi at times looked a very unpredictable player. You weren't too sure from him. And then Koroma kind of cut in. I think it helped they didn't really have a main focal point. So I can't really talk about his defensive attributes. But corners, a lot better. Great chances in which he should have scored from. But looks a very competent player. I think we've got a player there who can only improve. And I look forward to seeing him in sterner tests.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It would be nice to see him against some better opposition, see how he does defensively.
He looks quick enough, though, doesn't he? I think he looks quick enough. He looks good enough on the ball. So, at the moment, as good as it can be from a debut, I think.
And he can take a corner. It'd be interesting to see whether he or Buendia does once he's back, though.
Yes, yeah. If Hemi stays, fingers crossed.
Well, let's hope so. Ollie Skip, I thought he looked solid. Not a few nice moments where he'd sort of win possession, jink round a couple, and just play a nice simple pass. Covered the fullbacks well as well, I thought, actually.
I'm going to go out there and say I thought he was man of the match, mate. I think his performance was excellent. For a midfield that had bite in that Huddersfield team in terms of Jonathan Hogg, I think he created good opportunities from bringing the ball out. There was a chance when Huddersfield cut it back, didn't they? And he was in the right position, passed it to Todd, who then played it over to Onel on the counter-attack. That was probably our best chance in the first half, but very quick across the ground. I was just interested to see in how physical he was. And there was multiple times where he's gone in against 2 players, won the ball and stood up. I think that's really impressive. I know he's not the tallest in stature, but he's got good physicality and decent enough on the ball. I think, like the rest of the team, it's going to take a little bit of time to get it fully going and clicking. But I thought he was excellent.
I do wonder if, I know he's only a temporary signing for this season, but I do wonder if he's the one to finally displace Alex Tete.
I don't want to go too much too soon, but I think I think he's got all the attributes to be definitely one of the top Championship midfielders this season, and Alex can only help him in that. I think what the interviews we've seen from Tete is, I'm going to be an observer more this year. I don't really want to be playing that much.
My knees are gone.
Yeah, basically. But he can offer, like, I think Skip's obviously a lot better on the ball than Tete, but that defensive awareness and being in the right place at the right time, Alex can only help him on the training pitch, and then at half-time, after the match, 100%, he's the best kind of role model at that club in that position for him. So, yeah, I think he can compete there, definitely.
Okay, the other new boy, Kieran Dowell. I was expecting a bit more, to be honest. I thought some of his, especially longer range passing, was way off.
Nice couple of little moments. When we spoke about when he signed, we did say he flitters in and out of games. I don't think he flittered in and out. I think he was involved enough. But like you say, there was a couple of really good opportunities on the counter, which he just overhits. It just didn't seem to drop right for him today. You know, on another day, when that ball broke that Hernandez was fouled at, it's kind of hit Hernandez, bobbled off Dow's foot, and then he's been tackled by Toffolo. It's just one of those. On another day, he'd be able to clearly go through, shoot, score. Impressive enough. I think there's definitely a player there, isn't there?
Hmm. You mentioned Toffolo there. Just very quickly, what did you make of him and Pritchard?
I thought Toffolo was very good.
Solid, wasn't he?
For a Championship defender, I think he's one of Huddersfield's better performers. Pritchard, he's gone, and I'm happy to say that he's
free kick.
The free kick, the chance, he's probably had the only shot on target, but he's not the player he was. I think it's better to have legs around him. If he gets himself head right and a bit better match practice, he's probably got the passes to do that. One player I would say I was not impressed with at all was Todd Cantwell.
Yeah. Although he did do well on to set up Hernandez on the break first half, but apart from that, and a nice elbow on Stearman, I like that. But apart from that, it was quite quiet for him, wasn't it?
I don't know. Last pre-season, I was so impressed with him. He was by far the best player. This pre-season, it looks like a player who thinks doesn't really want to be here. Thinks he's probably a little bit better than what he is. That ego is there. I think he believes he's a Premier League ready player now, and is surprised that there's been no one come in for him. He doesn't look ready for me. He doesn't look fully focused. It was a 2 years ago performance from Todd Cantwell where he gets knocked off the ball a little bit easily, not fully involved in it, not taking it by the scruff of the neck like he did get in big games in the Premier League last season. I was disappointed.
Talk to me about Onel Hernandez, because I thought he was a constant thorn in their side.
At this level, Onel Hernandez is up there, isn't he? He will always be a threat. He always takes it a little bit too far. That chance in the first half, you're like, pull it now, Onel, pull it now, pull it. Okay, you shot straight at the keeper.
Straight at the keeper, brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, his pace will always give opportunities. He had one in the second half, didn't he, where Hamer parried it and Teemu was nearly in. That's what he'll offer all season. The thing with him is just keeping him fit.
Quiet day for Tim Krul. A few nice sort of when he came to get the ball in the air, but I mean he did have one trickling shot to save. Quiet day for Tim.
Yeah, first half I thought possession wise he wasn't great because he gave the ball away a couple of times, but when we went 1-0 up, there was a few long balls into the box, and there is nothing better than a keeper coming out, claiming the ball and calming everything down. And at this level, looking at every other team, I think he's the best goalkeeper in the Championship.
Yeah, there definitely is an argument to say that, isn't there?
Yeah, no, I think so. I do.
Anyone else that we want to mention? We saw Poeta come on for a bit. He looked absolutely rapid, but we didn't see a lot of him.
Well, what Harvey said, which I've stolen for my tweet, absolutely for the Idah goal. Oh my God, it's like a bloody Formula race car, isn't it? He's absolutely gone. He is very, very quick, very quick. It'll be interesting to see in future games how we kind of use that to our advantage. Is he just bring him on after or in the final 20 minutes, or can he start and produce that as well? I think it's a good little mix with Onel. Like we say, Onel normally gets injured in and around the start of the season, mid-season, and end season. There's always an injury. So yeah, it'll always be. But he's a good player to bring on, definitely, from what I've seen.
Okay, last player we'll talk about, Max Aarons, because I thought he made it look very, very easy today.
Him and Ben Godfrey looked incredibly impressive. I was unsure about Ben in terms of could he step up against the Premier League, but I know Huddersfield didn't have that many players going in behind where Ben's weakness is. But on the ball and bringing it forward, he was a massive threat and kind of knocked Koroma aside easily. And like you say, with Aaron's, yeah, he's Premier League ready. Let's just hope we keep him because, again, I'm going to say it, best centre-back, best right-back in the Championship, those two.
Yeah, well up there. We'll start talking about players now and just talk about the league generally because we've had an interesting start. So I know it's only week 1, but I was so pleased when we scored because, Watford have got points on the board. Brentford lost to Birmingham this afternoon. And we've said in all the build up to the season, like the Championship doesn't look that good this season, and there's only a few teams that you would really expect at the top. And so I'm wondering, is it going to be a season where even in sort of game week 8, we're looking at Watford results?
No, well, it's interesting to look at, like you say, mate. I watched the Watford game. I've watched the Brentford game. Watford had about 11 injuries out. They were very efficient, dull, efficient. And again, with Brentford, I thought they were actually very unlucky against a Karanka side, again, who we know are dull, efficient. This year is a big one for Norwich because the pressure's on them for the first time. I think we're one of the few teams, along with Brentford, that actually have enough quality to dominate a game and probably aren't as efficient at the back as potentially Watford will be. Birmingham, I don't think they'll be up there. But, those kind of teams that are going to be dull, low block, and then go on the break. I think we've got the opportunity to dominate games and also counter-attack with the quality of our forward players. So you just need to win as many as you can. This was a game where I was watching after 65 minutes thinking, you don't really want to chuck this away. I know it's the first game of the season, but then you look back at this, if we miss out by 3 points or 2 points at the end of the season, you think, could have beaten Huddersfield at the first game of the season. And realistically, we lost 6 last season, the last time we were in the Championship. So you don't want to be dropping points here, there, everywhere, because you're going to need at least 90 points to go up, aren't you?
Yeah, it was great to end on. It was great to finally end the run of defeats. But 100%. I'm not sure it feels like a convincing enough defeat to go into Preston next weekend and think, we're back on form. Like we need to put a run of results together now, don't we?
Yeah, it's getting that momentum, that cohesion all together. Like you say, mate, first win since January against Leicester. First win in 2 years since we've had without Emi Buendia. So that can only provide confidence, I think. So good win, on to the next one. I think Preston will be a lot sterner test, so we'll wait and see what they bring.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, we'll leave it there for now. We'll obviously be back this week with Preston previews, and if anything happens in the transfer market, we'll be back with you as well. But thanks for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Like and subscribe and comment if you like.
Hi guys, hope you're all well. Hope you enjoyed the latest Canary Cast video. Just here today to talk to you about FansBet and our offer with them. We've got a 50% deposit up to £100 when you get signed up with them. So really hope you can do that. Look at the links in the description and hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and see you again soon.